JJK 256 leaks are here, and let's just get straight into it because finally Yuji has done something that even made Sukuna kneel. Our brother Yuji has shown brilliantly in this chapter. So the chapter begins with another Gojo flashback. We are watching Gojo's flashback and Gojo is chilling in hell. Maybe our boy's onto something. But anyways, Gojo is giving a lecture on black flashes. People are asking him, can't you just do black flashes on command since you have the 6 eyes? Gojo is like, no, that's not how it works. Gojo continues and says that there's no definitive way to guarantee you're gonna hit a black flash. It comes down to luck, to being in the zone, to being in that flow state. And then he goes on to say that while Nanami does have the consecutive black flash record, he has the record for most black flashes total. It's just that he can't get the consecutive record because he's so strong. People get taken out before he could ever catch up. At this point, there's apparently a really interesting author's note from Gaygay that says Yuji is going to surpass Gojo in this regard, meaning Yuji will ultimately have more black flashes than Gojo. We then cut back to the present, and it's a full-page spread of Sukuna just posted up, and in all 4 corners of the page, we've got Meki, Miguel, Choso, and Yuji, and we're kind of privy to their inner thoughts. Miguel is worried that Sukuna might be catching some momentum. Meanwhile, Yuji is worried that he might be getting his RCT back after that second black flash. Choso, however, is just thinking about how they need to get the job done, especially with Miguel and LaRue here now to help them finish things off. And immediately, Choso, Yuji, and Maki spring to action. Yuji grabs a nearby railing and tries to pin Sukuna to the wall with it, while Choso sends a supernova at Sukuna. Sukuna is unfortunately able to dodge and scatter out of the way, but Maki is right on his tail, and she lunges at him with the soul split katana. But Sukuna is able to catch the blade with his hand, and then he slams Maki with third black flash. Sukuna then follows this up by sending a volley of slashes at Maki, and she realizes the output of his slashes has increased. He then sends some slashes at Choso, but Choso's able to block it with a supernova. So Sukuna then sends another wave of slashes at Choso, but he moves so fast that Sukuna then appears behind Choso before those slashes even reach him. So Sukuna was using those slashes as a distraction, and he completely catches Choso off guard. He grabs him, throws him into the nearby wall, and then hits his 4th black flash. However, Choso proves he's not just anybody as he makes an armor of blood to block the black flash to the best of his ability. And he grabs hold of Sukuna's arm, which allows Yuji immediately comes back with a powerful punch to Sukuna's face. Choso then says that no matter how many Sukuna hits a black flash and regains his momentum, if Yuji hits him with his punches, Sukuna's curse energy output and control over Megumi's body will get dull. We then cut back to Miguel, who is helping LaRue up after having been hit by that second black flash. Miguel says, "Hey bro, let's just get out of here. We've done our part." But LaRue says, no, there's something I still need to do. Meanwhile, Yuji and Sukuna are still throwing hands, and Sukuna tries to throw Yuji to the ground, but Yuji instantly hits him with piercing blood. Choso mentions that Yuji still can't use convergence, so he gives Yuji something from which Yuji fired that piercing blood. Sukuna then manages to push Yuji away from him, but Yuji has entered the zone, and he is gearing up to slam a black flash, the same way Mahito could sense Yuji was about to hit a black flash on him. Sukuna senses that now, so he starts to prepare for it. But suddenly his attention gets called elsewhere, and we see LaRue standing on a nearby bridge. We then cut to LaRue, who is still being held up by Miguel, by the way with his arm outstretched like channeling his curse technique. And we find out that this curse technique not only allows him to grab physical bodies with the manifested hands, but he can also grab a hold of someone's consciousness, their attention, and he has distracted Sukuna. And that's when we get a full-page black flash from our MC Yuji Itadori on that piece of shit Sukuna, and it is gorgeous. One of the coldest black flashes in the series, and if you think Yuji hitting a black flash was a big moment, then you are not ready for final page. Yuji just looking cold as hell, and the narrator comes in and says, by unlocking his potential through black flash amidst the scattering black sparks, Itadori Yuji awakens. Holy shit it. You know that's cold as hell, and I guess everyone on the team decided to cook tonight because the editor's note for this chapter is, even the light of hope shines black. get the hell out of here. Just get the hell out of here. Yuji has done something that's making me really surprised just by looking at it. But I do have some bad news, and that is JJK is on break next week. But we have to enjoy this chapter. I don't know how the story will unfold from this point onwards, but what I've been sure of since the beginning of this series is that Sukuna's death is written on Yuji's hands. And what does awakened even mean, right? Is he going to have curse technique reversal of blood manipulation? What would that be? Is he going to have his domain expansion? I truly don't know. Like, I cannot wait to see what an awakened Yuji has gotten in his bag. You know, when the official translations come out, I will be doing my chapter review as always. But if you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button with a black flash and subscribe to the channel. I want that subscribe button to be gray instead of red. See you soon.